name is Mr. Sanjay Patel, sir, who is working as assistant professor in Faculty of Computer Application at Ganpati University. He is pursuing his PhD in Big Data Analytics and having 11 years of experience, teaching experience, and 2 years of corporate experience. Today, he is going to take a session on functional program in Scala, Big Data Analysis in Spark and Scala. I hope people will enjoy the session because he's going to take some practical sessions where he will teach how to program and those things. So up to you, sir. You can start.
Thank you very much, sir, Jugal sir. Uh, can I start, sir, session?
Sure.
Okay, sir, thank you. I very thankful to Rashtriya Raksha Sati University, Gandhinagar, and Jugal sir and team. Here we are discuss with the hands-on practical session in the functional programming in Scala, and also discuss with the Spark. So here, this is an outline in my today session. First of all, the introduction to Scala, probability of Scala, way to write a Scala program in two mode, is the interactive mode and the script mode. We have practically discussed with the if-else statement, loop statement, pattern matching, function, object, class, string interpolation have the three types S, F, and row. How the sequential elements store like that in the list, set, map, tuples, and iterative, and discuss with the Spark, its feature of Spark architecture. It is used in the market currently in Spark. So, and Spark in the real world. Okay. So first of all, I will discuss here the introduction to Scala programming. Scala is a modern multi-paradigm programming language designed to express common language, common, common programming patterns in conscience, elegant, and type of set. Scala is just uh, created by the Martin Sky in 2003. Scala is integrated in the future of object-oriented and fully functional languages, and Scala is written in Spark is written in Scala programming language and fully run in the Java virtual machine environment. Okay. Now the next discuss. Scala has a rich set of collection library, collection or container of things. Those containers can be sequence, linear set of items like list, tuple, option, map, etc. Collection may have a arbitrary number of elements or bound to zero or one element. Collection may be a strict or lazy. Lazy collection have like that may not consume a memory until they are accessed. Like that, whenever we are just execute our programs at the times memory is allocated by the uh, RAM or system, okay, like a range. Additionally, collection may be two types. It is a mutable, just you can change the content, and immutable, that is the content cannot be changed. That is, we can say that the constant value, okay. Some problem mutable collection work better because we are collection may be changed during the executions. Okay, so immutable collection work better because we cannot be change the value and when the compiler times. Here, functional programming is becoming increasingly widespread in the industries. This trend is driven by the adoption of the Scala as main programming language for many applications. Scala fuses a functional and object-oriented programming in the practical package. It interprocesses seamlessly with the both Java and JavaScript. Scala is the implement language of many important framework like the Apache Spark, Kafka, and Akka. Okay, this is a framework we are using the Scala programming language. It provides the core infrastructure of sites such as Twitter, Netflix, uh, Coursera. Okay, it developed a solid foundation of reasoning about the functional programming, the touching upon the proof of invariant and the tracing of execution symbols. Okay, today's session hands-on. The most units introduce short programming that serve as a illustration of important concept and invite you to play with them, modifying and improving them. Scala is compiled to run on the Java virtual machine. It is necessary of the JDK Java development kit. It's 1.8. Okay, many existing companies who depend on the Java or business critical application are turning to Scala boost their development productivity, application scalability, and overall reliabilities. Now discuss on the how here we have presented a few points that Max Scala the first choice of application developer. First is Scala is object oriented because Scala is pure object oriented language in the sense that every value in a object, okay, types and behavior of object are desired by class and treat which will be explaining subsequent of this. Okay, classes are extended by subclassing a flexible mixed in based composition mechanism as a clear replacement of multiple inheritance. Scala second point is Scala is a functional in sense that every function is a value and every value is an object. So ultimately, every function is an object. Okay. Scala is strictly typed. Scala, unlike some of the other statistical type language like the C, Pascal, Rust, etc., does not accept you have to provide a redundant type of information. You don't have a specific type in most cases. The next point is the Scala run on the JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Okay, Scala it is a one types of compiler. So Scala is uh, compiled into Java bytecode, which is executed by the Java Virtual Machine. We can say that the JVM. So this means that Scala and Java have common runtime platform. You can easily move from the Java to Scala. Scala compiler compile your Scala code into the bytecode, okay, which can be then executed by the Scala command. The Scala command is similar to the Java commands, so you execute your compiled Scala code. Okay, the next topic is the Scala can execute a Java code. Yes, Scala enable you to use all the classes for Java SDK, system development kit. Also your own custom Java classes, your favorite Java open source projects. Scala can do concurrent and synchronization processing. Yes, uh, it is express a general programming pattern in effective way. It reduces the number of line and helps the programmer to code in type-safe way. You write code in the immutable manners, which can make it easy to apply concurrency and parallelisms. Okay, this is the concept of choice of application developing in the Scala. The next is a popularity of the Scala. Now, where is the popular in the Scala? So Twitter is the most of are used in the person who have the political persons and the news related are most of the news are posted in the Twitter's application. Uh, Twitter have announced that it had a switch a large portion of the it is backend from the Ruby to Scala and intend to convert the rest. Now the APAL includes is uses Scala in a certain teams along with the Java and Play the framework. Now in the 2014, the New York Times released in the that is an internal content management system. Blackbird is built using the Scala, Akka, and Play frameworks. So there are the teams within a Google that use Scala, mostly due to acquisitions such as Firebase and Nest. The concept is a Walmart in the Canada uses a Scala for the backend platform. Okay, so this is the popularity of the Scala programming language. So how to we are write a Scala programming? There are the two mode are implement the Scala programming. Okay, first is the interactive mode and second is the script mode. The first is the interactive mode. So we can say that the just our Scala programming language we are implement that. So first of all, how to install in Scala in our system. Okay, now Scala is a open source. Uh, Now we have searched in the Google. Just write down the Scala uh, download in Hadoop 2.8.5. Okay, so this is a Hadoop 2.5.8. So here the download the Scala in original site. It is a site in the www.scala.language.org. Just select here the Scala, download Scala 2.0. Okay, this is given the step to installation. We have installed in this way, just directly installation in the Ubuntu operating system. First of all, we need to the Java version. We have version the 1.8. Okay, how to check it in the console? Sorry, in the terminal. Just start your terminal. Just in the Ubuntu operating system, just type in the terminal. Okay, and check here the Java, which version are installed in the Java. So we have write down in the version, Java version. Here show the version name is a 1.8.290. Okay, and then the install in the SBT tools, Scala build tools. Okay, and then we have installing. Install Scala on your computer. So using the Scala installer. So first of all, this is the step to installing the CS installer Scala 3 in the compiler. Okay. So here we have already installed in my system. So just we have write down the Scala. Okay. The Scala prompt is open. This is an interactive mode. So here it is visible, sir. Okay, this is the Scala prompt is open here. So first of all, we have the discuss with the interactive mode. First of all, open the command prompt and use the following command to open the Scala. Just write down the Scala. And we have the interactive mode. We have write down the statement in the prompt. So it is display here like that, the println hello Scala language. Okay, so print here the output is this hello Scala programming language. Similar, we have print ln the next statement like that RSS FTP. Okay, so print this message. So RS FTP is open. So we have also performing the एडिशन सब्ट्रैक्शन वो सब कुछ हम कर सकते हैं उसके अंदर we have performed the like that the 2 plus 2. Okay, now it is the 4, so this is a result of 4. So here it is a types here, so the integer, it is a type of data types. So here 2.5 plus 2. Okay, so this is the double data type. It can show here the result 3 double, and here the addition of the two value. So here like that here we are variable like the name is equal to AICTE. Okay, it is a string. Okay, so it is a return the string. The name is a string data types, and AICTE is the value. So here the this is a in this is an interactive mode. So interactive mode we have discussed here. The next is the script mode. So script mode we have write down the programming code in the particular the notepad and open and save the particular file in the particular the location. So here the use the Scala instruction to write a Scala programming in script mode. Open a notepad and add code in it. Okay. So save the file is a file name dot Scala. Like that hello world dot Scala. Okay. Scala C, the file name dot Scala. So it is a compiler to compile the particular the Scala file. Here this is the Scala C. It is the Scala's compiler and compile a particular the program. And we have particular the show the output using the Scala. So here the Scala and the file name. Okay. So we are this is a concept of uh, script mode. Okay, how to write a script mode programming code in the notepad. First of all, we have write down in the object. This is the object is necessary. Object, name of the object, and curly bracket open, and write down here the def main uh, your function, and given the argument colon array of string, and here the println hello world. So we have developed this program in our script mode. First of all, we are this is my desktop. Okay, so here one create a one folder pwd command. It is the present working directory in the Ubuntu operating system. So we are creating the one directory mkdir AICTE icon ATAL. Okay. We are creating the one folder. Okay. So folder are created in the desktop. So here we are develop a one program, the simple program in the hello world. Okay. Now it is the open the notepad. We have write down the command in the gedit. Okay. And write down the object hello world. Inside the we created the one main function string array string. And now it is the scope, the main function. We have write down the one message is the println method is used. for the print the message hello world. Okay. So first of all, we have keep in mind in the whenever developing the program in the script mode, this is the case sensitive. Class name must be uh, similar. Sorry, first of all, we have discussed with the basic syntax of the this program. The first of all, the case sensitive. The Scala is a case sensitive, which means identify the in the hello word. Okay, the must be write down in the H, the first letter in the H, and the second letter word of the capital letters. Okay, so the H we have write down here. For example, it is a case sensitive. The hello we have write down in this way or in this way. Okay, both are the difference. Okay, so this is a case sensitive. First of all, the class name, for the class name, the first letter should be the uppercase, like that. Here the hello word. Okay, if the several words are used in the form a name of the class, each inner word, the first letter should be the upper case, like that the hello word. Okay, this is the name of the object name. Okay, so this is the in this way we are given to the name. The method name should be start with the lowercase letter. If multiple words are used from the name of the method, then each inner word first letter should be the uppercase. You can create a method name. It must be the first letter is the lowercase, and other word the first letter is a capital. The programming file name. You have saved this program. Name of the program file should be exactly match of the object name, like that you have created one object like the hello world, so you should be just copy the name of the object name and save, and AICTE just here the hello world dot scala. Okay, the scala is small letter, so just here save this file. Okay, so here if using the object name, remember the Scala is a case sensitive, and append dot Scala to end of the name. Here the def main argument array strings. Scala programming process start from the main method. Whenever the execute the program or compile the program, method which is a mandatory part of the every Scala programming. So here we have compiled this program. Just save your program and close the notepad. Okay, then here the Scala C, it is a compiler, so compile your code, and we are just hello word.scala. Now this is a compile of this program. Okay, now it is successfully compiled hello word.scala file. Just we are run the program like that hello world. Okay, so basically here the output is so here the hello world. Okay, whenever we are developing this program like that AICTE have the created. Okay, hello world.scala back directory and save this file. Okay, no problem. Here the we created the hello world dot class file. Okay, created that. So here the we are go to the AICTE ATAL. Okay, and now the Scala C hello world program. Okay, so here compile this program. Here the created one the error like the object definition. Okay, so we are open with the text editor. object is a small letter. So this is given the error. Okay. So here again the compile this program. If you have any error is so here the now it is clear the error. Again we are write down here the Scala hello world. Okay. So here created the backend two files are inside the particular folders and here so the output is a hello world. Just like that here the two file has created the hello world dot class hello world and dollar sign dot class. Okay, there are two files created. We are removing here there are three. Okay. Now in case I will here change the next line will be adding like that println hello world hello AICTE Patel. Okay, FDP programming. So we have one more line is added inside the hello world.scala file. So it is basically it cannot be show the similar output. Okay, it is cannot be we have added the one line inside the script mode. Just we have compiled the again and again so whenever you have modified the program or adding the particular the program. Okay, so again we have compiled this hello world.scala file. So it is compiled and it is again the run the Scala hello world file. So here the output is so here the hello world hello AICT ATAL FTP. So this is a basic concept of the script mode. Now the similar here the Scala if else statement. If statement consists of Boolean expression followed by one or more statement. Okay. So if syntax of if statement as follow as if a Boolean expression this. So here how to declare a variable. ओके तो कैसे वेरिएबल को डिक्लेयर किया जाता है यहाँ पे हम देखते हैं हियर द टू टाइप्स ऑफ concept is mutable and immutable. Mutable means we can change the value during the compilations and we have do not change the value whenever compile the code. We can say that the immutable. So how to declare the Scala variable? First of all, we have opened this program. Okay, so here we are this is a variable, so we have stored the one value in the x. So here the x, it is a type of integer value, so we have data type in the integer and the value is 7. Okay, so second we are we have stored in the name like the name. Here the name is a string type like that AICTE. Okay, the just here this is a variable are declaring variable in the Scala. First of all, we are using the var. It is a mutable. We can change the value in many times. Okay, so here print ln value is like that x name is like that. Here the variable name is name. So here save the file. Again the compile code. again the execute this program. So here the output can be, so here the value is 7 and name is AICT. So this is the declaring of the variable inside the Scala. This is a mutable variable. Okay. We have immutable variables we have declared in the VAL. We can say that the constant value. Okay, so VAL X, sorry, mutable value is Y, type is integer, and here is value is 10. Okay, so here print this value. What are the basically difference we have? So here this is the constant value. We have again compiled this program. So here the constant value is 10. Okay, so here we are changing this value like that. X is equal to 7. So here X is equal to 15. So this is the value it can be changed. Okay. So again, this is a mutable. We can change this value during the execution time or compile time. So your output is 7 instead of 15. So this is a mutable value. Okay. Uh, Now the how to variable is declared. So in the string data type, the variable name string AICT. Okay, it can be also change this value like that name like the in the double quote a term. Okay, so this value also changed. Okay, here the previous name is the AICT and the next name is the ATAL. So this is a mutable value. Okay, now here the immutable value, this is a constant value. Constant value cannot be changed during the execution time. So y is equal to 20. So we have write down here, but the value cannot be changed. Okay, now is compile this program. So here given the error y is equal to 20. Okay, now it's given to it is given to the uh, error. It's a reassignment to the value. Okay, one error is found. Okay, now the if condition is simple program we have developed here. If variable x is equal to 7, if x less than 7, so here print ln, we have write down this is a if statement. Uh, Now is compile this program again and show here the output. First of all, the hello word. Second is the output is hello AICT ATAL FTP. This is a if statement. In this way, we are developing the Scala programming language. Okay. In this way, we are developing the Scala loop statement like that: infinitive loop, a while loop, do while loop, for with collection, for with filter, and yield. Okay. So we are one by one showing the all the concept. Okay. Just we are focus on the while loop, do while loop, and for loop. So here variable a is equal to 10. So here while a less than 20, so print ln value of a, like that, print here the a in the starting from the uh, 10 to 19 numbers. Okay, so here this is the print the message. Okay, but now here this is the initialization of the value. This is the test of the condition in the while loop, and we have increment of this value like that a is equal to a plus 1. So each and every time the value is incrementable. Okay, तो यहाँ पे हम लिख देते हैं println demo while loop. Now compile this program. Here you can show that the demo while loop concept, here the value is 10 to 19 numbers. This is the loop. Okay. The similar here, the we are developing the while loop, for loop. So we are developing the while loop, do while loop. So this is a exist control loop. Similar here, we have first write down the do. Here print ln value of a, like that, plus a. Here the a is equal to a plus 1, and lastly check the condition here, the while a 20. Here print the message demo do while loop. Okay, again this compile this program. So here show the output here. Here the output is there, the demo while loop. Okay. 10 to 19. Here the demo do while loop is only 20. Why? Because here the increment is completed and the condition are here the condition is false. Then here the a value a is equal to 20. So here the print is a is equal to 20. So we are again declaring the a variable ends below the while loop. So print the similar output here. Now is already existing, so we change here the variable name. So compile this program again. If you modified program each and every time, you must be compile this program. Okay, so here the demo do while loop, you can see the output. Okay, this is the while loop, do while loop. Okay, now we are showing the here the practical in the for loop. So here the for loop in the syntax like that for variable x, left operator, range, and statement. So here developing the for loop, println, println, for loop demo. Here variable c is equal to 0. So here for a, left operator 1 to 10. This is the range of starting to end of the for loop. Okay, this is the initial value. Okay, and this is a start to end value. Println value of c. Okay, now again compile this program. You can see the output here, the for loop demo. Okay, so each and every value should be 0. Okay, here some syntax. Compile this program again. So here the for loop is starting value 1 to 10. Okay, so this is a print of the for loop, a while loop, and do while loop. Okay, So here using the I until j, we have modified this program. So here to की जगह हम until keyword का भी use कर सकते हैं, like that until. This is a starting value and this is a end value. Okay? So compile this program. So here the output is similar the in the for loop. Okay, यहाँ पे हम true भी लिख सकते हैं, यहाँ पे हम until भी लिख सकते हैं. This is a for loop. Now we have using the list. Okay, so list variable is a collection type having the list of element, and we use in the for loop. So here we have created the one list for the num list. It is a collection list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So we are using in the for loop. So here a left operator, and here the name of the list, like that the num list. Okay. So here the value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now compile this program again. So here output is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the for loop with the collection. So we can say that the demonstration of the how to use in the command in the Scala. Just here the for loop with collection. Okay. The command cannot be executed in the particular the column. So now here the new concept is the pattern matching. Pattern matching is a feature of Scala. It works the same as a switch case in another programming language. It matches best case available in the pattern. So here the variable is that like that variable a is equal to 1, and then a is match of curly bracket open and close case 1 1. If a is equal to value is 1, so here the print ln. So the message is print in 1. Page 2, here the if you have if you have assign the a is equal to 2 value, so here the 2 is print. In case if you have not match in this case, so in the underscore this is a default value, so no here switch case is match. So this is a pattern matching concept. Now discuss with the Scala function. A function is a group of statements that perform a task. You can divide it up to your code into the separate function. How you divide it up to code among the different function is up to you, but logically, the division of the logically. The division usually it is so that its function perform a specific task. Now here the how to declare the function. So function is declared in the following form. The first of all the def, the function name, and the list of parameter, and colon a return type. The next is a function definition. Function have the three parts: function declaration, function definition, and function calling. A function definition has the following form like that: def, function name, list of parameter, and return type. Here the function body. You have write down here your statement, your instruction, okay, and the return type is your expression, okay. So you're calling the function. Scala provide a number of synthetic variable for invoking a method. Following is the standard way to calling a method like that: function name and a list of parameter. Okay. So here it's simple. Now it is a simple program in the Scala function. So we have developing this program. Okay. Okay, we have created the new program. Now it is a clear command, so it is clear the screen. So we have gedit. We have created the one function object, function name like that sum. Okay, sum function. This is the object name. Here we have used in the main method. We have write down the code in the main method. This is our main method. We have create a one function. So we have used in the def add int integer a. This is a parameter. Add integer is a method name, or we can say that the function name a. The first parameter of the integer type. B, it is a second parameter. It is an integer type. Here the return in the integer type. So here equal. So here one variable is created for the sum. Integer is equal to 0. We have a sum of both number a plus b. A plus b and return sum. Okay. So we have created the one function def add integer. It is a function name. There are the two parameter. First is a and second is a b. Both are the integer type, and also here the return is an integer type. So here the variable, it is a mutable. We can change the value during the execution. So here the sum is a variable name. It is an integer type, and sum is a initialization of the 0. So sum is equal to a plus b and return sum. This is the function declaration. Okay. Now the first of all the function definition. Okay. So here println function also define and calling the return value like that add integer we have passed to the two value 5 and 7. uh, okay, so we have saved this program, the sum function, save this program dot Scala. Okay, so close this notepad, and here the compiler Scala C, and the name of the program is sum function. Check the here, the sum function is available. So compile this program. It is a case sensitive. Okay, now calling run the program Scala sum function. Okay, so your output is the return value is 12. So this is a calling function. This is a function is declaration. Okay, so in this way we are developing this program. Here the this program is using the equal operator. Okay, the function defined below is also known as the non-parameterized function. So here this is a calling this function like that def function example println. This is a simple function. So this is a declaration of the function and just calling this function in the main function. Okay, and Scala function example with the equal operator. So here the this is a return of the value. We have so this program in the Scala. Okay, so here the def function example equal, this is a return value. So variable a is equal to 10. Here the a is return this value. So here the main function is create a one variable name is a variable result, and function example the a is equal to 10. 10 are assigned to the result, and println is show the time the result. Okay, here the some functionality in the function called by name, a named argument, function with the variable argument, recursion function, default parameter value types of functions. This functionality available in the Scala functions. So we are discuss with the next topic in the object and class. Here, Scala is a pure object-oriented programming language. It allows us to create an object and class so that you can develop a object-oriented application. Object means it is a real-world entity like that laptop, car, cell phone. This is a real-world object. Okay, so it contains a state and behavior. Okay, so what is a state? State, that means data value on object are known as it is a state. And behavior is a functional that a object perform is known as a behavior. Scala object in Scala in instance of class, it also known as a runtime entity. Now in the class is a template or blueprint. We can say that the uh, class. It also known as a collection of object of similar type. Class contains have the data members, member method, constructor, block, nested class, superclass information. Okay, this is the general form of the class and object. So here the class, it is a keyword, and this is a class name. Okay, and this is a pass of the argument, like the first argument is the id and second argument is the name. Okay, so here the function is one function is created, the def. So okay, println id plus name. So here the our main object is there. Def main argument strings. Variable s is equal to new student. Okay, we have one created object in the student. The object name is s and new keyword, and student have the two values passed. one is a 100 and Akash. So s dot show, this is the object name dot the method name. Okay, so s dot show, this function is called. Okay, so this program are developed in the Scala programming language. Okay, gedit, this is our main function. Okay, remove the other. Created the one class. Class student, and here the first value is there. Value are stored in the variable in the id. Types is a integer is equal to 0. Second variable are defined here. The name is type string null. Okay, and this is a class. This is the class. A class have the two data members. One is the ID and second is a name. So here so here declare the one variable for s is equal to new. The class name is the student. Okay, on object is created here, and so here print ln s dot id s dot name. Okay, so compile this program. It is the basically written this value in the null. Okay, so here we can change here the name and the class name. Okay, so here the demo student class dot Scala. Okay, we have so save this program. Okay, just close this notepad and compile this program. Demo student. So it is written the null value because we have assigned the id is equal to null and student name is equal to also null. So here the null value. So we have passed this value in this program demo student Scala. Okay, like the id is equal to 1 and name is equal to AICTE. Okay, now it is a string type and we have put in the double quote. Okay. Again this program is run. Okay, compile this program. So you can show that here the output is a one AICT. Here class is calling. यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हो कि भी क्लास को क्रिएट किया गया है और उसको यहाँ पे एक्सेस किया गया है, तो ऑब्जेक्ट उसका बना के उसको एक्सेस कर दिया गया है. दिस इज द फंडामेंटल ऑफ द क्लास. String interpolations is a new way to creating string in the Scala programming language. Interpolations, this is a mechanism to embed a variable reference directly in process of starting string literals. There are the three types of interpolations: F, S, or row interpolations. String interpolation refer to substitution of defined variable or expression in given string with the respected value. String interpolation provide an easy way to processing a string literals. Like that, to apply this feature of Scala, we must follow those rules. A string must be defined with the starting character as S, F or row होना चाहिए. Variable in the string must have the we have created the variable we use in the inside the println function, so it can be used in the dollar sign. Okay. Expression must be enclosed within the curly bracket like that. Okay, and dollar sign is added to the prefix. So here the first is the example, the string interpolations. So string interpolations we use in the using a variable directly in processing a string when you respond as to it. Okay, look like that. Here the variable name James. Okay, to println as. Okay, so hello dollar sign name. Okay, we are implement to here like that. We are implementing to here variable city like Gandhinagar. Okay, this is a one variable. Okay, we are implement here the as interpreter println s double quote hello, and here the city name you can use in the dollar sign. So here the name. Okay, so this is a concat of this value. Now it is a compile to this code. Here the name, here like that, here we use in the city, so here city, it give to the error. printll print ln so here, so the output here, the hello Gandhinagar. Okay, so this is the as interpolator. Okay, we have also used in the similar use in the numerical value. So print ln as interpolator. This is just like a 1 plus 1. It is a string. Okay, so here dollar sign 1 plus in the curly bracket 1 plus 1. So it is a expression or like say expression. So we have compiled the again program, clear the screen. Again the compile this program. 1 plus 1, where is the error is fine. Now it show the output here, the 1 plus 1 is 2. So this is the concept of S interpolator. We have formatting our string. Okay. The next fundamental in the F interpolator. F interpolator is just like to create a formatted string similar to the print F in the C language. So while using the F interpolator, all the variables reference should be followed by the printf style format, specific such as the percentage %d, I, or F. Here, let us one example is there. To appending floating point, the value height is equal to 1.9 and string variable name is gems with the normal string. Okay. So here the following code snippets of implementing app interpolator. Here dollar name and percentage s. So it can show here the string type, and here dollar sign height and percentage 2.2 f. This is the 1.9d. So here the output is the 1.90. Okay. In this way we are implementing the app interpolator. Now the row interpolator is similar to the S interpolator except that it performs no skipping of literal within a string. The following code snippets in a table will differ the usage of S and row interpolator. In output of S uses slash n effect as a new line, and the output row using the uh, slash n will not effect. Okay. Now output of S uses the n is effect as a new line उसमें होगा, but now the row using that is no is working in the slash n is the new line of the particular the expression or instruction. It will the complete string with the aspect later. So here the to comparison of this S interpolator string and row interpolator string. So here the println result slash n a slash n b. So here the a is print the new line, b is also the print a new line. But here the println row interpolator uses this. This is a print in the similar one line. No print in the new line. So we are here. So the example like that here slash n slash n. Okay. Similar how we are using here the row interpolator. Okay. Now again compile this program. So you can see that here the 1 plus the slash n, it is print the new line, slash n, it print the 1 and 2. This is the string interpolator, and this is a row interpolator. Row interpolator, it does not use in the slash n slash t, okay, in this type of functionalities. Okay. Dear sir and every participants, if you have any query, please tell me. If you have any questions according to the Scala programming concept. Okay, thank you. We are the explain in the Scala list. Scala lists are quite similar to array, which means all the element of list have the same type, similar data type, but there are two important differences. First, lists are immutable. That means the sequential or element are stored but cannot be changed it. This is a immutable, which means element a list cannot be changed by the assignment. एक बार आपने जो अलाइनमेंट एलिमेंट को अपने सीक्वेंस में एलिमेंट को असाइन कर दिया लिस्ट में, तो हम उसके सीक्वेंस चेंज नहीं कर सकते हैं. Second, a list represent a linked list where as array are flat. The type of list that are that has element type t is written in the list of t. So how many way we are applying this list? So here, like that, the list of string, so VL fruit, then list, the type of list is the string data type. List have the apple, orange, and pear. Okay, this is a list of string data type. The next is the list of integer data type, like that list integer list 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here the list of integer data type. Just here change here the string to uh, integer, but integer have the no single quote or double quote, but whenever we can use in the string must be in the double quote. And we have also implement in the uh, empty list. So we have write down here the nothing, here return the empty list. So here the list. We have also two-dimensional of list, list inside the list. Okay, like the matrix. Okay, so we have also implement. So here, developing this program, there are the three methods is available, like the head, tail, and is empty. Okay, so this is example. Here the object demo, def main method, argument, array string. Okay, VL fruit, apple, okay, orange, and pears, and nil. This is the head. Okay, head is a apple, and list have the orange and pears. Okay, it is a collection, and the here the last is the nil. So here the tail of fruit dot tail, it is a empty. So this is a list. It is a immutable, it cannot be changed during the execution time. So we are implement this program. So just I have copy and paste this program due to time problem. A demo student class. Okay. Compile this program here. Scala C demo student class. We have compiled this program. Execute this program. So here, this is a list. List have the apple is the head of fruit. Okay, and next both are the pair. Okay, tail of the fruit, like that a list of orange and pear. Check it if fruit is empty, is false, because the list is empty. No, list is not empty. Okay, is false. Check is num is empty. Okay, here is true. Okay, like that nums is equal to nil, it is a empty value. If you change here the value, like that 10. Okay, so here it is a false. The next concept is the Scala set. Scala set is a collection of pairwise different elements of the same type. Set is a collection that contains no duplicate element. There are two kinds of set. The first is immutable and mutable. The difference between mutable and immutable object, when object is mutable, okay, the object itself cannot be changed. हम change नहीं कर सकते हैं. So how to create a set? The variable s, the keyword is the set, and type is integer of set. This is an empty set. Okay, we have set have the integer type of value. So here the variable s, set integer, set have the 1 3 5 7 element. So here the variable s, set 1 3 5 7. Okay, so here the example here. So we are change here the name of value fruit. Here list of set हम कर देते हैं, तो set apple, orange and pear. Okay, so head of fruit like that. Here the apple, तो आंसर उसका apple आएगा. Now in the tail of fruit is the pears. So here the two orange and pears are the tail of fruits. This is the header, and the remaining portion, remaining element in the uh, head tail. Okay, check fruit is empty. It is false because the element is exist. Check if num is empty. So it is empty because the do not any value. So here the true. So we have implement this program. Okay, in the set here the value fruit, set have the first element, second element orange, first element apple, second element orange, and third element here. There are the three elements. So here the nums we have using the set concept. Okay, type is a integer. So here set is null. Okay, here the head of fruit is fruit dot head method, tail of fruit. Here the fruit dot tail method. Check if fruit is empty. So fruit is empty. Okay, so we have compiled this program. Now in my mistake, I have the two bracket, one bracket removed. Now it is successfully run it. Okay, so compile this program. So here the head of fruit is apple, and the remaining two element are the tail, orange and pears. And check if fruit is empty. Yes. Okay, it element is exist. The here written is a false. Here the num set is empty. So yes, then true here. Okay, this is the concept of set. The next concept is the map. Map is a collection of key and value pairs. Any value can be retrieved based on its key. Key are unique in the map, but values need not be unique. Map also called the hash tables. Hash table have the it is one is the key and second is the value. Okay, So there are two kinds of map. One is the immutable and mutable. तो दो तरह के होते हैं वो. So here the one example is here like that color is map. So red, this is the value of red, azure. Here the value of azure, and Peru, this is the value. This is the key is red, and this is the value. Okay. So there are the map have the key and value relationship. Okay. So we are implement uh, in here. Okay. Just this program I'll copy in our existing. Okay. So here the color map the functionality of the one. This is the key and this is the value. So here the colors dot. This is the name of map. Okay. Value color dot keys color dot values. So color is empty. If yes, then is true. Otherwise false. Okay. So run this program. Here so here the key in color is set like that red, azure, and Peru, and the value of color in the sequence according to the sequence of red FF for time of 0, azure is F0, F 4 times, Peru is CD8538. Okay, the color map is not empty, so here the false. Nums is empty, so here the true. Okay, this is the concept of map. Now the concept in the Scala tuples. Tuples is like like a row. Okay, Scala tuples combine a fixed number of items together so that they can be passed around as whole, unlike an array or list. Okay. Tuple can hold a object with the different types, but they are also immutable. The following is an example of tuple holding an integer, a string, and a console. So here the one example is there in the tuple. The tuple have the different data type of element. The first is the integer type, second is the uh, string type. Okay, and the last is the console. Okay, so here the one how to access the tuple value. So just you have the tuple, the variable name t dot underscore 1. This is the element of first plus t dot 2, the second element, t dot 3, this is the third element, and 3 dot 4. So 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So this is the addition of the 4 elements. So the answer is 10. In this way we are using this tuple. Okay. So we are developing this program in our here like that. Value t. This is the first element, second element, third element, and 1. This is the integer type. Okay. So value is value of sum is equal to t dot underscore 1. This is the indexing 1. T dot underscore 2. Sorry, plus करना है. Now it is the addition of the value t dot underscore 3. T dot underscore 4. Okay. So print the message print ln sum of element elements of tuple here the okay. Just save it. Now it is compiled program. Sum of element is 10. If you change here the value of like that 5. Okay. So again this program is compiled to the Scala C. Okay, the answer is 13. If you change again the value of 2. Okay, so in this we are accessing element in the tuple. Tuple.toString method to concat all the element to the tuple into the string. Okay. The last concept in the Scala now the iterator. Iterator is not a collection but rather a way to access the element of the collection one by one. तो जो इटरेटर है जो हमारा जो लिस्ट होता है कलेक्शन होता है उसमें से हम वन बाय वन जो एलिमेंट है उसको हम एक्सेस कर सकते हैं. द टू बेसिक ऑपरेशन ऑन द इटरेटर इट और नेक्स्ट एंड हैच नेक्स्ट हम वो मेथड का यूज कर सकते हैं. A call to it next will return the next element of the iterator and advance the state of the iterator. You can find out whether there are more element to return using the literal it has next method. Okay, so the most straightforward way to step through all the element written by the iterator, it is used while loop. Okay, so here let us the following example are here. So here the it is a iterator, it is a keyword, and this is a collection of a number of word. There are the four string. Okay, so while it has next, it dot next has next. It is a method. Is one by one element provide inside the scope like that. Print ln it next. Okay, so here the print a number of word. Okay, this is the example. We have also find the minimum and maximum value of the element. We can use in the it minimum and maximum method is available. So we have find out the element from the iterator. Look like that here the ITA, here the 20, 40, 2, 50, 69 and 60. So this is the first iterator. We have find out the maximum value. So here the maximum value is the 90. So IT is a constant value to declare a variable ITA dot max. Okay? This way we are accessing. The second is the minimum value of this. That is a true element. Okay, in the list of element have the minimum value is 2. So 2 is find out. Okay, so this is the last example. We are demonstration. Now clear Scala C. You find out the minimum and maximum value. So here the maximum value is 90 and minimum value is 2. Okay. So this is the concept of Scala. Okay. Now we have discussed with the introduction to Apache Spark. Spark mainly designed for data science and the abstraction of Spark make it easier. Apache Spark provide a high-level APIs in Java, Scala, Python, and R. It also has optimized engine for general execution graph. Apache Spark began an open source framework for the big data. Spark is written in the Scala programming language and it runs on the Java virtual machine. And the next is the feature of Scala. It is a sweep processing. Sweep processing means using the Apache Spark, we achieve a high data processing speed of about the 100x faster in memory and 10%, 10x faster on the disk. Okay, so this is made possible by reducing the number of read and write to the disk. This is the sweep processing. Second is the dynamic in nature. You can easily develop a parallel application. Spark provided 80 high-level operators available. The third is in-memory computation in Spark. With in-memory processing, we can increase the processing speed. The data is being cached, so we need not be fetch data from the disk every time. Thus, time is saved. Spark has a DAG execution engine which facilitates in-memory computations and acyclic data for the resulting in high speed. And the next concept is the fault tolerance in Spark. In case is fault tolerance to the Spark abstraction RDD, the resultant distributed data set. Okay, Spark RDD are designed to handle the failure of any worker node in the cluster. Just it connect to the next worker node and it provide the data. It ensures that a loss of reduce data reduced to zero. Learn a different way to create a RDD in the Apache Spark. Now it is real-time streaming processing is available in the Apache Spark. Earlier, the problem with the Hadoop MapReduce was that it can handle and process data which is already present, but not the real-time data. Spark streaming, we can solve this problem. Lazy evaluation in the Apache Spark. All the transmission we make in Spark RDD are lazy in nature. It does not give the result right away. Rather, a new RDD is formed from the existing one. This increases the efficiency to the of the system. Follow this guide to learn more about the Spark lazy evaluation in the great deals. And support multiple languages like the Java, R, Scala, and Python is also supportable. It provides dynamicity and overcome the limitation of Hadoop's. Okay, and it also build application only in the Java. And the next is the active, progressive, and expanding the Spark community. Developers from over 50 companies were involved in making of Apache Spark. This project was initial in the year 2009. Still expanding now, there is about 250 developers who are contributing. It is the expansion. It's most important project of the Apache community. Uh, and support of sophisticated analysis. Spark comes with the dedicated tools for streaming data, interactive and declarative queries, machine learning, which add-ons on the map and reduce. Also integrated with the Hadoop, Spark can run independently and also Hadoop Yarn cluster manager. It can read the existing Hadoop data. Spark is flexible. And the next concept is the Spark GraphX, which component of the graph and graph parallel computation is similar. Simplified the graph analysis task by collecting of graph algorithm and builders. And the next is the cost effective. Spark is a cost effective solution for the big data problem, as Hadoop is a large amount of storage and large data center is required for the during the duplication replications, because it store in the duplicate data in a particular one node to another node, one region to another region. So here we have discussed in the Apache Spark architecture. There are the here the one is the data storage in the HDFS, other format like the Hive, Pig, Scala. Okay. Next is the computer interface we use in the Apache Spark, Java, and Python. And management is a distributed computer standalone meshes and yarn. First of all, discuss with the data storage. So Spark uses HDFS file system for data storage purpose. It works with any Hadoop compatible data source, including the HDFS, HBase, Cassandra. Here the concept of the API is the application programming interface. Provide the application developer to create a Spark-based application using the standard API interface. Spark provides API for Scala, Java, and Python programming language. It must be used in the Scala programming. And following are the website links to Apache for those like the Scala API, Java, and Python. And here the resource management. Spark can be deployed as a standalone server, or it can be a distributed computing framework like the Mesos or Yarn. Spark mainly use cases like the streaming data, machine learning, interactive analysis, data warehousing, exploratory data analysis, graph data analysis, GIS data analysis, and many more. Now in the use in the Spark in a real world is the Uber. In the online taxi company hai, it is gathering the terabyte of event data from the mobile user every day using the Kafka, Spark Streaming, HDFS to build a continuous ETL pipeline, extract, uh, convert a raw unstructured event data into the structured data is collected. Unstructured data like that JPG files, image file, video files is now it's converted to the structured file. Uses it further for more complex analytics and optimizing of the operation. And the next is Netflix, leveraging Spark for insight of user viewing the habit and then recommended movies to them. User data is also used for the content creation. Okay, Netflix. And the capital one is using the Spark and data science algorithm to understand the customer in better way. It developing the next generation of financial product and services. Find attribute and patterns of increasing probability for the fraud. The next is the Pinterest. It is the Pinterest is a social media. So use a Spark ETL pipeline. Here leverage Spark streaming to gain immediately insight into how user all over the world engineering with the pins in real time. Can make a more relevant recommended as people navigate the site, recommended related to pins, determine which product to buy and destination to visit a particular the site. So this is the real world in the Spark, like that the company have the Uber, Netflix, Capital One, and Pinterest. Okay. Thank you very much for all of you. If you have any questions and answer, please ask me.